like what I was really interested when I heard that you want to go to the Olympics. Like, what's your mindset about that? I mean, not that I don't believe you that you can make it. I surely believe that you can make it. But like, what makes you believe that you can make it and that you might even be able to win something? Like, what's on your mind? What makes you go there, or is it just you just want to be a part of it and you don't care about the results at all?
So yeah, for sure. I think if you're a competitive guy, you always care about the results. You always want to be the best. And for me, it's really the motivation. It's also the fun on the water. You have so much fun on the water. It's not. We know. Actually, Kieran, he told me when it starts to feel like work, you should stop. That's what he told me. And I think we'll never get to that point. I'm so in love with this sport, and with all the adventures that come with it. I already told you I went to so many nice places this year, and I just love to compete, man. I love to every time before the start, 1 minute before the start, I get butterflies in my stomach, and I just take a few deep breaths, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. You have the clear plan in your head where you want to go, and yeah, every time I think that will never go away. So that's definitely
Nice.
the first thing, yeah. And then what I think that really is gonna set me apart from the rest is definitely the all round, the all round skill, and just just being so much in the ocean, you get so good of a feeling for everything that's going on, and you really develop ability to adapt to all the conditions. So yeah, we talk about it in the team a lot. It's definitely the most important thing. Probably it's that you can adapt to all these different conditions. Even in your home spot, every day is going to be different. And if you're the
Uh-huh.
guy that can set these conditions to in your favor, yeah, then you're going to win, man. It's as simple as that. For example, in August last year, we went to Poland, and we had the Europeans there, and all of a sudden there was so much seaweed in the water, and yeah, everyone who's foiling, seaweed and foils, they don't go together that well, but it will suck for everyone, and I think really the ability to adapt to those, yeah, to those factors that you're not in your own, that are not for you to control. That's where you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna set yourself apart. And yeah, it's definitely a skill. You always get better at this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's also something for me. I really always want to improve. We always try new spots in Holland. We try new spots, but also when we're out there, just go to the gusty spots, to go to the wave spots, or yeah, go to the most impossible spot to kite, and then you get better in so many different ways. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, for me, the mindset that keeps it going. If we're gonna talk a little bit about that, it's yeah, I just love the vibe that we have with the team right now. It yeah, I can now I'm busy with school, but I can't wait to go out with those guys again. They're your friends, and the whole team. It's such a good vibe. It motivates you to go out and push yourself every day. And yeah, it's definitely a bit of both worlds. It's super cool to be a part of this. Even if I don't get to the Olympics, I it's an experience not a lot of people will have. It's
Mm-hmm.
really something that sets you apart for the rest of your life. And yeah, I'm just super passionate about all this with the kite foiling and the team, and yeah, combining it with all the other disciplines, it really gives me so much confidence. Like if I'm out there with the wing in the big waves, and I know, yeah, I can do it with the kite foil as well. I know the conditions. I know my abilities, and
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's gonna set me apart from the rest.
Cool. I mean, so like because you have this wide variety of disciplines in your background, like wave kiting, a little bit of windsurfing, wingfoiling, racing, big air. So that's one thing to, I guess, to develop this capabilities, to handle all these different conditions and situations. But there might be a second layer, like to handle frustration if something doesn't go as you planned, or to handle maybe, um, yeah, as the conditions, as you said, that you can't control. So there might be a change in the schedule that doesn't fit your biorhythm or whatever it is, like how do you have a strategy to handle these situations, like mentally?
Yeah, so yeah, that's a good question as well. You have the physical conditions, but also the mental conditions, and yeah, the mind games that come in for sure. And for me, I don't know. I always have, like, for myself, I always stay calm, and we just it will come, it will be all right eventually. It will be all right. That's always what I think in my head. Just be calm. Just think really rational about things. Don't let your emotions get the overhand. I feel like with a lot of people, that's the killing factor, that they go into the overdrive because their emotions take over. And just be calm, think to yourself, okay, how am I gonna handle this? For
Mm-hmm.
me, I'm really lucky. I never had like really big mental setbacks or anything, because I'm super motivated person. I really have fun in what I do, but still, for me, the biggest problem, it's a small problem if you compare it with other people. It's just the school. It's just combining these two. And yeah, I've got exams coming up, and it's at the exact same time when there's a big competition in the year. So yeah, I can be there, but you can really be mad about it for a long time, but there's not gonna change anything. So for me, I always just you take your time to handle these things, but don't take too much time, because yeah, it won't help. It won't help with anything. So just
Nice.
take some time, and then just process it. Go on with your life. That's the thing. Yeah.
So do you have kind of a, maybe just a last question about that, but when you find out, you have this competition coming up and you can't go because of your school schedule, like what's on your mind? Like how do you go from being totally pissed because this is everything you've been training for, to okay, where's maybe the chance in that, or where is a possibility for me?
Yeah,
Uh,
so yeah, I'm super lucky that everyone around me can help me with these things as well. But for me personally, when I have like these kind of setbacks, you know, I I've always had I've never had a setback that it's only negative. When especially in this case, when I have the school thing, it's the last part of my school for now, and then I will take a gap year, and I can fully concentrate on the kiting and everything I want to do. So yeah, you can think, okay, I'm gonna miss this one competition, and I'm gonna, fully nail my exams and do everything I can to pass the grades. And next year, yeah, it will be a year for me. It's
mhm.
just, you need to think also, like, if I nail these exams, I'm done. I can, yeah, I can fully focus, and there will be a lot more freedom when get to uni or anything. So yeah, you miss one competition, but you get 10 big competitions in return for it. So yeah, then the mindset really shifts to the positive again.
Got it. Got it. Cool. I guess that's something, that everybody is handling from times to times, especially 2020, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of people had some setbacks. Some were worse, some were maybe, a little bit better. But yeah, it's always good, to remind yourself that there's always an opportunity in that. Um, and I had a friend of mine, like when I think it was last fall, like so fully in the corona year, so to say, and he asked me the question, like, what positive things came to your life because of corona, because of COVID? And I was like, hey man, that's an interesting question, and I have never thought about it that way. But somehow, yeah, there were a couple of things popping up right away, like I started windsurfing again. I stopped windsurfing for, I don't know,
Yeah,
15 years or
nice.
something, or 10 years, but because of the travel restrictions, I picked it up during the first lockdown, and a couple of other things that just bring me joy, and yeah, so changing the perspective sometimes, for me at least, helps. But sometimes it's super hard to do, right? So you're stuck in that perspective and you're
Yeah,
stuck in the
it really
frustration.
takes yeah, man. Yeah, it takes some mental power, I would like to say, you know. It's just, but yeah, I think it's for everyone, you know. It's really just, yeah, for sure take your time to handle the setback, but also think forward, you know, and think in the opportunities
Hmm.
for sure. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think in the lockdown, yeah, you know, we were pretty lucky in Holland that we've never had a lockdown that we couldn't go out of our house and we could always go to the ocean. So that was something. Yeah, we were so lucky compared to a lot of other guys. You know, some guys in Mauritius they couldn't go out of their house for such a long time, and I'm really super stoked that we always could go out. And yeah, for me personally, I really discovered so many nice spots in Holland. You know, it's insane if you think about, you know, it's not Brazil or anything, but we have so many beautiful spots in Holland. And yeah, I discovered some that I'll go to forever, and they'll be my secret spots. So yeah, man, that's one thing for me in the first lockdown. And yeah, I had so many great adventures. You know, for us as the school going kids, we had 3 months off when the school was trying to figure out these online stuff, and it was just the massive vacation for us. We had so
Hmm.
many crazy adventures, and yeah, it's insane. For me, I think it brought so many good memories, and yeah.
Nice.